Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So on this video, I will completing my weekly assignment or weekly task from Mr. Dedi Gunawan. So for this week, assignment is Sdwan explanation. So the first, I will explaining to you what is Sdwan in simple terms. Sdwan, or we call software-defined wide area network, is a virtualized network technology that uses software to intelligently manage, optimize, and secure connectivity between geographically dispersed enterprise locations, such as branch offices and data centers. And by centralizing control, it replaced traditional rigid hardware with flexible application-aware traffic steering across multiple connection types, MPLS, broadband, 4G, or 5G. And then I will explaining to you the key features or the benefits of the SD-WAN. The first is SD-WAN can centralize management. A single dashboard allows administrators to manage the entire network, reducing complexity and operational costs. And then the secondly is dynamic traffic routing. SD-WAN acts like a smart GPS, automatically identifying application and steering traffic over the best available path for optimal performance. And then the third is improved security. SD-WAN built-in security features such as next-generation firewalls, encryption, and secure web gateways are standard nodes. And fourth benefit is SD-WAN can saving our costs and flexibility. SD-WAN allows businesses to replace expensive private MPLS circuits with lower cost public broadband without sacrificing performance. And then the last is cloud optimization. SD-WAN provides secure and efficient direct access to cloud services, reducing latency compared to backhauling traffic through a central hub. And then I will explain to you SD-WAN versus traditional one. The traditional ones rely on routers at each location, requiring manual configuration and often directing all traffic through a centralized data center. And SD-WAN separates the network control plane from the physical hardware, allowing for automation, application-based policies, and direct, secure internet access for branches. And as you can see, here's the topology for the SD-WAN. And then there are four important components in SD-WAN. You can see at here, the first, we have a fee manager, and then fee smart, fee bond, and the last is fee edge. But before we go to the configuration, I will explain to you what is fee manager, what is fee smart, what is fee bond, and what is fee edge. So basically, fee manager. So the first is fee manage. Fee manage is the centralized management platform, and it provides a graphical interface where administrators can configure, monitor, and manage the entire SD-WAN network. In simple terms, fee manage is like the dashboard, where you can control everything in one place. And then the secondly is fee smart. What is fee smart? Fee smart is the control plane of the SD-WAN. It is responsible for making routing decisions and distributing policies across the network. And we can think of FeeSmart as the brain of the system because it controls how traffic flows. And the third component is FeeBond. So FeeBond acts as the orchestrator. Its main function is to authenticate devices and allow them to join the SD-WAN network securely. In simple terms, FeeBond is like a gatekeeper that verifies and connects devices to the network. And then the last is we have VH here. So VH, also known as CH, these are routers located at branch sites. They are responsible for forwarding actual data traffic. In other words, VH is the component that handles real data transmission between locations. So that's all the explanation about 4 components in SD-WAN, and all these components work together to create a secure, intelligent, and centralized network system. That is what makes Cisco SD-WAN more powerful and efficient than other networks or than traditional one. And then we move to the third component here, which is the configuration. First, we have configuration for vManage. So as you can see here, you can configure the vManage like this, and then you can configure the vBond like this too. And after that, the last is we can configure vSmart like this, and then the VH. And after you configure that all component in SD-WAN, you can see in the dashboard of a vManager. Here's the view the what the configuration from vManager, vSmart, and vBond, and VH here, and the CLI. First is vManager, and I have configured all these components with this configuration, and then yeah, you can do show run after that. And when you want to move to the vManager dashboard in other sites, you can type this IP address into into your browser, and after that you will see the dashboard of the vManager. But here's when I type the IP address on my browser, the booting process is very long. It took very long time, but I will show you the dashboard of the vManager in other website or other topology. And yeah, maybe that's all for the configuration, and we move into the dashboard of the vManager. The monitoring interface of vManager. So the vManage is the central management platform. It provides a graphical interface like this, and then where administrator can configure, monitor, and manage the entire SD-WAN. And in simple terms, vManage is like the dashboard where you can control everything in one place. So you can see like this. This is the dashboard of the SD-WAN of the vManage. You can see like the health of the site and tunnel health, and then one edge health. Every single edge is available here, and you can see the edge management tool. So you can see the resource group too, and then you can see every single devices here like this. And yeah, so this is like the main component in SD-WAN like that. So the next is we have vSmart. vSmart is the control plane of the SD-WAN. It is responsible for making routing decisions and distributing policies across the network. We can think of vSmart as the brain of the system. because it controls how traffic flows. And then we have a VBON. VBON acts as the orchestrator. So yeah, like orchestrator, and then its VBON main function is to authenticate devices and allow them to join the SD-WAN. In simple terms, VBON is like a gatekeeper that verifies and connects devices to the network. And then the last but not least, in SD-WAN component, we have VH. So VH, also known as, or in SD-WAN is CH in here, uh, is so a VH is the routers located at branch sites. They are responsible for forwarding actual data traffic. In other words, VH is the component that handles real data transmission between locations. So all these components work together to create a secure, intelligent, and centralized network system. That's what makes Cisco SD-WAN powerful and efficient. So I will show you what, not showing, but I will explaining in my simple terms. So Cisco SD-WAN is like uh, what a Cisco-based monitoring traffic. Like you can control, monitoring, and configure in uh, one platform. Like when you have this big topology or big network, and if you configure one routers and then you configure to next routers, it's like more difficult than we think. But Cisco SD-WAN provides us to make it more simple and then make it more efficient to the network engineer to configure and then to monitoring the data traffics. And then the Cisco SD-WAN is connects network to the data center and then to other network in here. So maybe that's all from me about the Cisco SD-WAN explanation. Thank you very much for watching and see you on the next video.